Similar to many languages aside from English, when speaking Hebrew, you must adjust the gender of the number to the noun you're counting. As you could see where I'm going with this, Hebrew has two sets of numbers, masculine numbers and feminine numbers. Let's start off with the feminine numbers, shall we? The feminine numbers are the more common set of numbers, as we don't only use them to count everything feminine, but we'll also use them when counting numbers in our heads, as well as when doing math or giving out our phone number. These are the feminine numbers. Achat, shtayim, shalosh, arba, chamesh, shesh, sheva, shmone, tesha, eser. The masculine form of numbers is quite similar, but you'll notice each number is slightly different. Echad, shnayim, shlosha, arba'a, chamisha, shisha, shiv'a, shmona, tish'a, asara. Let's look at them side by side. The most confusing aspect about the masculine numbers is that most of them end with the letter hey, which is usually a feminine trait in the Hebrew language. All numbers always come before the noun they are counting, except for the number 1, which comes after the noun. Let's look at the number 1. Bait echad, mechonit achat. One house, one car. House is a masculine noun in Hebrew. That's why I used echad. A car is a feminine noun in Hebrew, and that's why I used achat. If you want a better understanding of the number 1, check out my in-depth video in the top right corner. Number 2 is also a bit confusing. I do realize I said before that the masculine form is shnayim and the feminine form is shtayim. However, when counting nouns, these two words are shortened as such. Shnei banim, shtei banot. 2 boys, 2 girls. In modern Hebrew, it is completely incorrect to say shnayim banim, shtayim banot. If you were studying ancient biblical Hebrew, it would be totally cool to do so, but definitely not in contemporary modern Hebrew. If you want a better understanding of the number 2, check out my in-depth video in the top right corner. The rest of the numbers going on are quite straightforward. Once you know the gender of the noun you're counting, you'll have to use the correct gendered number to accompany it. Remember, as I said before, when not dealing with the number 1, all numbers will always come before the noun. Example time. Shlosha etzim, shalosh tziporim. 3 trees, 3 birds. Arba'a autobusim, arba masayot. 4 buses, 4 trucks. Chamisha binyanim, chamesh dirot. 5 buildings, 5 apartments. Shisha chadarim, shesh mitot. 6 rooms, 6 beds. Shiv'a rechovot, sheva arim. 7 streets, 7 cities. Shmona metosim, shmone rakavot. 8 planes, 8 trains. Tish'a meilim, tesha chultzot. 9 coats, 9 shirts. 10 telefonim, 10 televiziot. 10 phones, 10 TVs. Let's wrap this up. There are 2 sets of numbers in Hebrew, masculine and feminine. If you have the time, and you're not in the middle of forming a sentence, try thinking of the noun in the singular form, and then add an adjective to it. Let's look at example number 7 from before. This is an excellent example because it just shows you how confusing this might be. The word rechovot, or streets, is the plural of rechov. When you say the word in plural, it totally sounds like a feminine noun, but when you say it in singular and add an adjective to it, a seasoned student will notice that it's a masculine noun, as in rechov aroch. The exact opposite happens with its pair in the previous example. Arim, or cities, is the plural of ir. In plural, it sounds like a masculine noun, but when adding an adjective to the singular form, it turns out to be a feminine noun, as in ir gdola. I beg you, Don't get frustrated when you will make mistakes. Even native Hebrew speakers sometimes get confused, especially with certain nouns that totally sound like they belong with the other gender. Practice makes perfect, and eventually you will master this. That is all, guys and girls. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, yalla bye.